Alright, so in this video we're going to start experimenting with host-based routing in k3d. So we have this added in our Windows host file, so that when you visit this, it will go to to home, this one. But we wanted to use host-based routing. We wanted to use this for our Kubernetes, if this is possible. Okay, so let's try. Let's see if we have an existing cluster. So let's go in our codes. Let's see if we have an existing cluster. We don't have existing cluster. Let's check if we have existing registry. No existing registry. So yeah, we're going to execute this code. Okay. Okay. So we have created the cluster. Okay, so let's check. Can it network ls just how to get the existing network? Docker network of this. Okay, so we have that. We should put this one here. Also, okay, so let's check again if we have a cluster. Do we have a cluster? Yes, we now have a cluster. Of course, we should have a context, and we now have a network. Let's check our .cube here, cd.cube, and code config, and we have to change this. We have to change this to, I believe, localhost. And yeah, right? Localhost. Do we have it written somewhere? We have to change it to localhost. We need to update the server. Yeah, see this. Yeah, so that's it. We changed it to localhost. Then close that. And then once that is done, do we have the Docker images already? Docker images. We have an existing image here. So we wanted to push this to our registry. So to push that, let's just go straight here to the .NET here, go to readme, and then push this. First we wanted to create as ETS.NET, just be .NET get pull, and then yeah, we have that, and then we tagged it. push. So once that is pushed, we'll check the Helm chart here. If we have this as the value, so go here. So we'll have to get the latest code of the chart, and then because this is from our experiment earlier with WSL, we'll have to put it back. Put this back to the one that we pushed here. Yeah, that one. This is the one that we used. This one. Then that is the one that we will put here. Okay. Then we wanted to use a host-based routing, so we will check the ingress here. And we wanted to hold on. Yeah, we wanted to use an ingress controller, so you might want to see here. First, we wanted to execute this, add the ingress NGINX to Helm, and then update that. So I'm not sure if this is going to work. And then install. Yeah, that is an NGINX command. Ubuntu command. So we will update that to use PowerShell. Just hold on. That should be a tick. Right. Cause you bring out the best in me when no one else would too. What's going on? Let's open up k3d k9s. Right, so that is installed maybe. Then let's go to our ingress.yaml here. Ingress.yaml. We wanted to have host rules. Where is the rules? TLS ingress class name. Rules ingress host. So we'll go to the values, and then we should have hosts here, ingress hosts. So chart at example.com. We will use one of this. Oops, where is it? Okay, so we wanted to use this to put here. Then path type implementation specific. Yeah, okay, so this might be it. Path type prefix. And let's see what else. Path type, backend. Yeah, I think this is enough. Okay, so let's install. Let's install this. Alright, so this one, install, or here. Okay, so that is installed. We're now going to check if the pod is running. And it's running. And let's check the services if it's running. Yeah, it's still cluster IP. So we should have it, yeah, we will uninstall it because we want it to be an ALB, right? So yeah, uninstall this, helm uninstall that. Okay, so that is uninstalled. Where is that thing where we wanted to have it as an ALB? Ingress. Okay, so here, right here, service type. Oh, in the ingress. Where is it? In the ingress. Okay, so it's taking it from with ingress class name. So the ingress class name here is empty, but we wanted to use the NGINX. And what else? Okay, so alright, so let's check first of the generated YAML file for this. Okay, so pod deployment selector, blah blah blah, template, blah 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 blah, service, containers, container name, 4080, that. Then where is the service? Why is this still in cluster IP? And the ingress, where is the ingress? Alright. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Let's try. Nobody will die if we try. Okay, let's try. Alright, dude. Okay, so get all. Is it all running? Yeah. So now let's check the this API. Say .NET. Still pointing to the IIS. So I think this is not working. Let's check again. Let's try another approach. Host-based routing. Okay, so let's try this. Let's delete this cluster first. Delete the cluster, and then we might want to add a registry. This registry, and then what else? Network. Okay, so let's execute this. Let's see if we still have cluster. No, we don't have. PowerShell, host-based routing, executing. Socket was forbidden. You bring out the best in me, no one else would do. Alright, so we have it created. Now let's check with our let's check the existing registries. Yeah, this one. What's this? Exited what? Okay, so we have this registry. Now we wanted to push our image to that registry, right? So PowerShell hostbase PowerShell hostbase, and then this tag, and then this one, and then push to what? Right here. Push to that, and then push to this. Right. So let's tag our image, and then let's push that here in our registry. And then we are going to use that in our values here. We're going to use that here, and then use the tag here, and then we'll check that we're going to use NGINX, and then this one, but the service I am not sure if we still going to use cluster IP here, but let's see if that is let's see what will happen next. We're going to install this. Yeah, we're going to host base, then the context. I believe the context has now changed. Let's see what are the existing contexts. So this is the context. We wanted to use that context. So this is the context that we wanted to use. So we will install that. There. And install. And why does it take so much time? Maybe there's a problem. And what is the problem? Maybe installation failed. Alright, so yeah, the context has been updated. So we'll go to, sorry for that, cd we'll have to change this to localhost again, and then install again. Right, so that is already running. Then we're going to check for the if everything is running. it's running. So now we wanted to go to DevOps, go to host-based routing, and then we will try that, then port 8080 to then .NET, and isn't working. Right, so let's see if we can do a K9S. K9S. Yeah, it is running. It is there. If we port forward, will it still work? Go to the chart. Port forward. We have to get the service first. Yeah, that one. And then this service, we're going to use it here to check if everything is running like that. Okay, port forward with that to this one, and then let's try localhost 5003.net. So it's working. So the problem is just that the values here, we say that it's NGINX and we have to AB enable true. Yeah, and then let's uninstall. Okay, go to helm uninstall that, and then reinstall. Okay, so port 8082, then .NET. No, how about just this? Okay, so we might want to put here 8082. Okay, so let's try that. Uninstall 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 and then reinstall. So the service should be type load balancer. Service is type load balancer. Port is 80. Target port is 80. Ports. Okay, so let's try that. Install and then install. It's working. So the trick is this: the service will be load balancer, and then you enable class name NGINX here, and then this one. So it's now pointing to our forecast. So our AKS. So this is host-based routing. But what about the other app? So if we go to we should have created I think it's fine. This is fine for now because we have it recorded, but we'll have a cleaner walkthrough next video. Okay. Alright, so that's it. Next video is we're going to set up multiple applications here with host-based routing if that will still work. Alright, so okay, cool, thanks, bye bye.